welcome to Awake TV. So today I want to talk about make others happy for your expense. Before we get right into the topic, those of you who don't know me, I'm Erica Frisano. I'm a rapid love transformation expert. I help people to break through doubt, pain, fear in a relationship to get clarity, true love, and happiness. So those of you who are having a relationship problem, you can jump into a free strategy call and we can discuss what we can do about it. So when you self-sacrifice yourself in order to make other people happy, it is a good choice. If you are doing it, what can you do to make yourself happier from where you are at? So, a lot of us, we grew up in an environment to think about other people. Like, a lot of times, like people like Japanese people who are taught by the parents to make other people happy, think about other people. So we think about other people all the time, like how to make other people happy instead of ourselves. And a lot of times, like that's going to be unhealthy, like lead to unhealthy behavior because, we don't really think too much about ourselves. And we think like, especially, people like me who grew up in the Catholic environment and read Book of Saint and kind of like having ideology about how all these saints self-sacrifice themselves for love or for their belief. So you kind of think like, wow, self-sacrificing is a good thing. You kind of program yourself that ideology into your brain. Something like a holy and the same people are going to do. First of all, you had to think about, unless you saw this person in your real life, what's happened on this like history or whatever, the book or autobiography, it's a fiction. So whoever decided to write this book has always ulterior motive, like agenda. So think about it. When you sacrifice yourself to make other people happy, how do other people feel about it if they find out? Most likely they feel guilty. I don't care who they are. They could be a kid, they could be a parent, they could be your partner, but they feel guilty because as much as you love them, they love you. So they want you to be happy, but instead you self-sacrifice yourself to make them happy. And that's the kind of thing you cannot undo because you just found out about it. That is a fake kind of like a self-entrapment act. You think you're doing a good thing, but if you think really deep about your action, and why don't you put yourself into the other person's shoes? If someone you really love sacrifice their own happiness to make you happy, does this make you really happy about it, or you're going to feel guilty about it? Happiness should be like mutual. It's not like, wow, I self-sacrifice 90% to make you happy. That's not healthy. So it is important to reprogram whatever the belief you had during childhood, including myself. Book of Saint is an amazing book, and it's a good idea to self-sacrifice. I did have that tendency until I deprogrammed myself to understand that is not a healthy behavior. So part of the thing I offer to my client is make sure when you are having unhealthy subconscious belief to get rid of it and have a healthy belief to create a good relationship, not only within yourself, but others. So I understand you tend to go into the trap that if you shut your mouth, if you just gonna keep on taking it, then other people gonna be happy. That's your own mind entrapment. If the other people are super happy in the expense of you being unhappy, are they really worth of being your friend or your, around the circle of people who really love you? Do they really love you? If you really love the other person and care for each other, we think about the other person's happiness. And then they think, okay, this person can self-sacrifice so I can be happy. That is not love. That is like a super narcissistic behavior. And the question could be like, do you want to be surrounded by these kind of people? That's another question. But the bottom line is self-sacrificing behavior. You expense yourself in order to make other people happy. That is not a true happiness, not only for you, but to other people as well. It's a fake happiness. And think about when the other person find out. And you say the other person don't find out about it, like your kid, but they'll find out when they die. So they go through a soul review and they find out and they're going to feel bad about what happened. And do you want them to feel bad about what's happened? So it is time for you to think about what is healthy way to love the other person you love instead of sacrificing yourself. That is something to think about. And what you can do to start thinking about healthily about this is always self-love. So I want you guys to start doing self-loving action to yourself and caring and respecting yourself and start setting boundaries. So this is a talk I wanted to talk about with you. If you want to discuss with me about this topic, you can do a free strategy call with me. And thank you so much for listening. Please share, like, subscribe. I talk to you guys next time. Bye.